Erik, 4 games to go on the season. Right now, how do you assess the season so far and the situation you find yourself in?
We have four games to go, and we have a cup final. So I think it's too early to make already conclusions. But yeah, we know so far we are below our expectations, but that's the good thing. Players are returning, and we go up into I would say 3.5 very important weeks.
So next up, Crystal Palace. It's a Monday night game, a rare Monday night. How does that change the preparation for you?
We are easy. We just adjust the program. So the human beings are the automatic changes and adjusters. So no problem.
But in terms of logistically, do you have to slightly tweak the program so the players peak slightly later in the week? Is there any differences you have to make allowances for?
No, but because, as I say, you have to adapt to the situation. So we change the program, but up to the game, we make our normal routines. But we had some days off. Then we have a schedule of 2 days training where we could also bring some intensity in, a day off, so they get the right rest as well. And then we go up in a 2-day slot up to the game.
Crystal Palace find themselves in a good moment. I think it's 10 points from the last 12 available. New coach. What do you see when you look at Crystal Palace?
Totally different style. And they play more proactive, more on the front foot. So it will be an interesting game.
One thing that's been interesting watching from afar the last few weeks, and it's very, very apparent that this club is different to any or virtually any in the world. Everyone seems to have an opinion on Manchester United. How are you coping with that scrutiny?
Of course, I know, say, the summary, what's happening, but I focus on my team, and I'm not interested in every line, what's coming out. And as you say, everyone has an opinion. Many untruths are in. Just cope with it, just deal with it. But the most important thing is focus on the team, focus on the players, and perform. And actually, it's all about it.
But you ask 5 different fans, they'll probably give you 5 different opinions on what the starting 11 should be. How mentally strong do you have to be to know that what you're seeing is right and ignore all the noise?
If it's noise, you ignore it. And I think that is one of the skills you need as a manager from this club. But the most important is that go your way. And of course, some has very good advices. And especially therefore you have your staff, you have your coaching staff to give input to you, to the surroundboarding. Very important. But by the end of the day, the manager has to make his choices.
I think you said already that if this season ends in a trophy, then it can be looked upon as a success. How important is it that you have got the European football assured before you go into the cup final, so you can go to that game not needing to win it to qualify for Europe, but to go in it to try and win a trophy?
I didn't say that this season will be successful. What I say, it's about trophies, and it's about playing finals. And if you play a final, you have to win them. That should be the mentality from every player and every team from Manchester United.
How difficult do you think it will be to guarantee that European spot over the next 4 games?
It's clear that the objective is Champions League football. But if that's not anymore achievable, then you have to go to the next highest.
When you look at your team, are you happy with what you see in an attacking sense right now?
We improved a lot. And we are much more dynamic. I think entertaining as well. We score in every match from January on, and we created many chances as well. And we improved a lot on the attacking side as a team.
I mean, I think you said at the weekend, and you can't argue this. You are great to watch now.
Yeah. I won't argue this, and I think so. When I look back, when I saw our games against Chelsea. Liverpool, especially the FA Cup, but also some other games. We played good football, dynamic football, and especially in dynamic football, also very good is it represented in the facts, in the data, how quick we are, how much sprinting, how intense we play our attacking game, and therefore we also created a lot of chances. And yeah, it's nice to watch, and of course where we have to work on to keep more control, because that is the flip side from it.
Of course. I mean, I don't suppose you get any argument to say you would like to concede fewer goals, but you look at the numbers now, and I've tried to count this up. It looks like you've had 27 different back four combinations this season, which is absolutely remarkable. Do you have an idea of why the injury situation has been so difficult this season, and how you can stop that happening again?
So I give you a compliment for the effort you put in to count all the combinations.
Do you think that's right?
No.
More?
It's 30. And so we did our research, and we had 30 different combinations in the back four. And we had 13 partnerships in the centre backs. So we had 8 different centre backs. We didn't have, over the long course of the season, a left fullback. So I think that expressed everything, and everyone who has a little bit knowledge of football, they know that will have a big impact on performances of teams.
You don't have to tell me the exact four, but if everyone was fit, do you even have an idea of what your preferred back four would be?
So I think we have 5, 6 very good defenders, and out those 5 or 6, we would have constructed established the consistent back four.
Here's a good stat. I think this one is right. Now, if I was guessing your preferred back four, maybe Shaw, Martinez, Varane, Dalot, on the way they've played this season. They've played together once this season, and that wasn't even with Andre Onana. That was the cup game, which is incredible, the amount of variation you've had.
But it tells so, and it gives an explanation about the negative impact on our season. And once again, if you have a slightly knowledge about football, about top performances, of performances from top teams, then you know that it has a big impact on the way you can play, and has a big impact on the levels you can achieve.
Looking for perhaps the biggest positives from this season, would Kobbie Mainoo be one of them? Are you concerned that maybe people outside are putting too much pressure on a player who's only just turned 19?
Yes, because that is, I think, how it works. So the patterns, they build up the player, creating a lot of positivity around him, and then they fall deep, and we have to avoid it. And so I'm quite sure it will not happen with Kobbie because of his character. He's a very mature boy already on his age, and he can cope with this. But yeah, there's a danger in it, and we have to avoid it, and we have to mentor him in the right way.
I mean, he just turned 19, and you could make a case to say that position he's playing now, central midfield, might be the hardest position on the field to play as a young player. I mean, very few top players do it as young as he is.
Yes, it's the truth, but that tells also a lot about his potential. And yeah, we are very happy with his performances and with his progress so far.
Last one then. What do you think he will be eventually? What kind of midfielder? Is he a natural 6, or is he more box to box, or do you see him being maybe even more advanced?
So I think it's too early to put him in a frame and let it develop. And it depends also who are his teammates around him and in which direction it will develop. But I think eventually it will figure out.
Thanks, Erik. Best of luck on Monday.
You're welcome.
Thank you for that. Brilliant.